don't have artist event. We educate people and letting people know what's going on here, what's moving. And I have two gentlemen in front of me, right? That people thought that oh, COVID done changed the game. We can't. There's nothing we can do. Everything is over with. Well, I have two gentlemen in front of me that can prove that nothing can stop you. Ladies and gentlemen, TNS Licensing and Consulting is in the building. Ball and Brother Shahi, how you guys doing?
Saeed.
Saeed.
I know, man. My bad. Saeed.
It's all good.
I got a cousin named Saeed or something.
Sai, what's good with you, man?
Oh, everything good, man. We glad to be on the show. We appreciate you having us, and we excited.
So let me just let everybody know what really is going on. Now, a lot of people have been getting sick. People, a lot of times people come and say, oh, put my relative in this place, or put them in an old folks home, or do this or do that. You guys, TNS License Consultant do a lot of things, but I know one of your strongholds was home health care. Now, with that, I always hear a lot of, people saying, oh, go to this home health care, do this, do that. But the one thing that I noticed that you guys talking to you guys, that you provided for people to start their own home care health agency.
Correct.
So if I wanted to start one, how can I do it?
Go ahead,
Well, first of all, you got to do is hit us up online at tslicensingconsulting.com. That's tslicensingconsulting.com, or you can call us at 267-534-5053. What we specialize in is taking what's in your mind. What's in your mind is you owning a home care agency, you having a lot of people working for you, but that's not reality at the time. It's just in your mind. And we take that and make it a reality by coming into our office and taking every step that it takes one by one to get you to that point.
Now, a lot of people, there's a lot of different agencies. People say, oh, we can help you start this and we can help you start that. Mm-hmm. What makes you guys a little bit different than what's going on, than the norm, I would say? Like, what makes you guys different than the norm?
Well, what makes us a lot different is, we're not afraid to give people information and show you how to become your own boss. Start your own home care agency. You don't have to run to these home care agencies out here and try to find the right fit. You can be the right fit, Start your own home care agency. Empower yourself.
Now, when you say your own home health care agency, what does that entail? Like, because you understand, a lot of people do know, but some people don't know what that consists of. Like, break it down for us.
Well, basically, I'll elaborate and I'll let Sai take over. But basically, when you start your own home care agency, it means you're starting your own business. You're starting your own brand. You're able to take care of not only your loved ones, but other people as well. You give yourself the ability to kind of, instead of being afraid of putting your family member with an agency that you don't know, you allow yourself to be taking care of your own family, and also empowering them to have comfortability and not worrying about who's going to be taking care of them.
Now, with that being said, because you guys do a lot of other things too, you guys do LLC licensing, do a whole bunch of things. But I want to stick to this for a second. So, for example, all right, so I have a loved one, and let's say my loved one, they pee in the bed all the time, and they can't, like, I'm just keeping it real.
Okay.
They pee in the bed all the time. They're not able to get up, walk to the bathroom. Let's say they need some type of hospital bed. So with TNS, you guys can create a way for that person to create home health care where they can provide that bed, if I'm saying this correctly, or provide the medicine, or you watch over them. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is what you guys do.
So let me elaborate a little bit on it.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what we're doing is a lot of people are caregivers. A lot of people already have the opportunity to take care of their loved ones.
Right.
But what sets us apart is a few things, and I kind of want to go back to the question that he asked before. What sets us apart is the consulting that we provide is based upon people who are showing success in the field that they're consulting in. Most people who show any kind of success, they do not want to give you information because they feel like when they give you information, they are depleting their own success. We have decided as a group and as a company that success doesn't mean other people can't be successful. Unity destroys poverty. It doesn't deplete success. So we started TNS Licensing Consulting so we can guide people to get some of the things we have without being worried about losing what we have now. So that means that when we consult with you guys, we're giving you up-to-date information because we're showing success in that field. We're not just giving you information that we read about or we heard about. We're giving you information that we're currently using, and that makes it a lot more powerful. If I want to be the best DJ in the world, the first person I want to call is Cosmic Kev. You know what I mean? And that's how the world works. If you want to be the best, you got to get with the best. So that's what kind of sets us apart to go to that part. Now, what we also do is we help people start a company that not only can they take care of their loved ones, they can have employees who take care of their loved ones. So we're kind of like multiplying the situation. Instead of me taking care of grandmom and it's just me get a check, I can now start a company where 100 people take care of grandma. You understand what I'm saying to you? And that's how they build wealth. So that's kind of what we do. We help people start companies. It's called Personal Assistant Services, Non-Medical Home Care. And we specialize in it, man. If they ready to get into the business, they need to call us immediately.
Give out that number.
It's 267-534-5053. That's 267-534-5053. But I always encourage people to go to the website because when you go to the website, it immediately pops up how you can leave a message. It's called VCTA. As soon as you go to the website, it'll pop right up. And what you do is you put your information in there, and we give you a free phone consultation. So everybody needs to hear that. It's tslicensingconsulting.com. tslicensingconsulting.com. Go to our website and get a free phone consultation today.
So where are you guys located at? Are you guys in Delaware, Philly, Connecticut, New York?
Well, we're in the Philadelphia area in Conshohocken. Mm-hmm. We was in Philly, but we moved out a little bit. But it's only a 15-minute drive. It don't take long to get there. So we're in Conshohocken, but we have clients all over America. So people do a lot of things through Zoom due to the pandemic, COVID-19. So, and people are really interested in starting this business and other businesses. We don't just do home care. If you want to start any business, we set the foundation that you need for your business to be successful. So it's not just home care. It's any business you want to start.
And speaking of that, and people starting their own business, a lot of people don't know that when you own your own business, they have a problem in setting up LLCs. Now, break down what an LLC is. I know, but for those who don't know, break that down.
Well, start an LLC is it's a limited liability company. It's it'll be your own business that you own, but the LLC just means that you're a limited liability company, and also with the LLC allows you to an EIN number. You can also file taxes, so it makes your business legit. Is basically what it does.
And you guys help them out with all of that.
Correct.
So not only that you guys have home health care, but you guys actually get people started their own business.
Correct.
Their own, like they can just do whatever. Now, is that just for home health care? Is it like, let's say if somebody says, I want to be an electrician, I want to start my own business, you guys can facilitate that as well.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And I want to start by telling people why they should do it. You know, when you're in a position to start your own business, you got a little money saved, always remember that action is the cousin of success and procrastination is the cousin of failure. If you can do something, you should do something in case the time comes where you can't do something and you wish you could do something. So if you have the mindset right now to start your own business, if you have a little money put to the side to make this dream a reality, it's time to act now. You know what I mean? And move forward. So what we do is we help you with a lot of the documentation. Some people go to LegalZoom. They say, I go to LegalZoom. I get an EIN. I got an LLC. I got an operating agreement. I'm good. Okay, well, what about a lot of the other things? Because when we got in business, we realized that there's a lot more to it than that. So what happens when you need a business plan? What happens when you need a marketing plan? What happens when you need a promo video? What happens when you need to do your domain, your hosting, your website? What happens when you just need consultation on how to run a business? You know what I mean? What happens when you need some classes? So we understand that we really want people to be successful. So this is kind of like your one-stop shop for everything needed to win in business.
You know, you guys seem very, very passionate about this. What gives you the energy to really, really bring this to the people? What is it?
Well, can I go first?
Sure, go ahead.
Sure. I'm gonna tell you what gives me the energy. Mm-hmm. Well, a rainbow is made of a lot of different colors, right? So you got to have purple, you got to have green, you got to have red. So what that means is, in order to be a rainbow, you got to still have every part of it. Right now, is a lot of social injustices going on, And it's not one fix. It's a lot of different things that's going to be needed for us to take care of each other. But one of those parts of the rainbow that me and my partner are so passionate about is called the circulation of the dollar. It's time for us to start our own businesses and spend our money with each other. It is time to stop going in these stores, for instance, like the Chinese stores, that get money for 20 years in the community, and they do not go spend any money in that community. The dollar goes in, it doesn't go out. We have to start spending money with each other. We have to start encouraging each other to get their own businesses, to grow their own brand, so that when I want to buy a jean jacket, I come to you. When I want to do some marketing, I come to you. When I want to buy some food, I come to you. But I can't come to you if you're not in business. I can't come with you if you haven't established yourself. So we are in the business of helping people establish themselves so we can grow us in the community. That's why we're so passionate about it, Kev.
Now, listen. So I'm going to give you a personal experience, and I want you to tell me how to better handle this. So let's say I got this guy. I'm not going to put the guy's name out there. I got my same ethnicity.
Right.
Had him come do some work on my house.
Mm-hmm.
He started to work. He didn't finish the job.
Right.
Now because I want to say this. I'm not racist at all, because I have all friends, black, white, Hispanic, whatever. So, but I always like to at least try to keep the dollar within us first. Not saying that I won't give somebody else that opportunity. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But I always try to, keep the dollar within, within the community. So I went to this guy. He sat down there. He started doing a job. He never finished the job, and the part that he did was half-assed.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went outside of my race, got somebody else to do it. They did it with no problem, very professional, on point. What do you say to that person that tries to do that tries to come to our same ethnicity to get the job done, but they don't deliver? But then when we go outside and get somebody else to do it, whether it be the Mexicans or whatever, then it's like, oh man, why you do that? So, just tell me in your words, because we're on this subject. How is it that you're going to expect me to keep coming back to that same situation?
Well, for me, I think it's just real simple. You gotta do your research. Just because someone has the same color, skin, or of you, or someone is your friend or somebody I would still do research. Check the reviews online. Check the references and go in and do your homework that way, because you never know what you're gonna run into. So I'm not saying just because anyone with the business is going to do the right job, but what I'm saying is you have the opportunity to do your research and find out who you're dealing with before you pass off that buck. You know what I mean?
Have you guys ever ran into that issue, that problem, where you try? Because I'm pretty sure you guys are very passionate about keeping the dollar within the community. How do you, if you ran into that problem, how would you deal with it? If the person,
I wouldn't do business with him anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm also very, very aware of the power of the stereotype. I've never been to Africa, but in my mind, every time I think of Africa, I think of a lion and I think of a bush. Somebody put that in my mind. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I don't want the fact that that's in my mind.
Right.
As soon as I get over to Africa, I see one lion. Ain't nothing but lions out here. No, it's opportunities to become owners of businesses. Akon, he owns a utility company. So sometimes you got to get rid of that stereotype, because if you don't get rid of that stereotype, any little problem you find, you're going to magnify it in your mind.
Correct.
Most people who go out there and start the business and try to be successful are good people, and they're really trying to find success. And that's what I found. I haven't found any knuckleheads. People that show up in our office every single day are motivated. And when they come in our office, we support them.
Now, is there really, because the bottom line here, people are going to call TNS licensed consultant. They're going to say, okay, the bottom line is it's about the dollar, meaning that, let's say you set them up to do their own business. Is there really money that could be made in this? Like, is it?
Is there money you need?
Yeah. I'm looking at the watch. I would say yes, but
yeah. And I'll just say this: in the home care business, yes, there's plenty of money to be made. We ourselves have generated millions of dollars of home care. If you see us around the city, we're out, we're having a good time. we're promoting, we're constantly growing, you know. But the what I want to get to as far as the finances and the money that you make, it also depends on your work ethic as well. You have to be hungry. You have to, like I said, be out in the community. But yes, there's millions of dollars that you can generate from one home care agency.
So right now, if let's say I came and I wanted to start my own, home care agency, I came to you guys and I said, look, I want to start it. There's a possibility I can make $1 million.
Generate millions of dollars.
That's what I mean.
So we got to educate the people. You know what I mean?
Right.
Don't mean you go home with $1 million in the duffel bag.
Yeah, the tax man.
Anybody say that now? You know what I mean? But the bottom line is you can't make $1 million until you generate millions.
Yes.
So you at least going into the right path. So when you want to start any business, it doesn't matter if you decide to go into home care or anything else, Kev. The first thing you want to do is figure out if the industry itself is on the incline or the decline. And that's kind of like a fancy way of saying, is it growing or dying? And obviously, you want to go into a business in an industry that's growing. According to the census, the elderly population is set to double by the year 2050, pre-pandemic COVID-19. That means there's going to be twice as many people who may need help with activities of daily living at home 30 years from now as there are today. That's a lot of potential consumers. The other thing that you want to think about is accounts receivables. Who's going to pay for these services? Well, guess what? When people work their whole lives, they may have money themselves. Or generally at that age, you have more children than you have parents. So that's people to help out with this bill. And as sad as it may seem, from my own analysis, it seems like the government has more interest in building prisons than they do nursing facilities.
That is a fact.
So therefore, they're interested in programs that keep people in the home. Hence, an opportunity to be lucrative if you work hard. Now, make no mistake about it. We generated millions of dollars in the business. You may come into the business and do 10 times as well as we did. Or you may suck and not do very well at all. But if you got your money right now and you get on that website and you call or you type in your phone consultation and you come in there and you're ready to rock and roll, 9 times out of 10, you don't suck because you're ready to go. And that's what it takes, confidence in itself and action.
So basically, you can be your own boss, make some money, and take care of your loved ones.
Absolutely.
Now let's get into the other practices that you guys do, that you offer. Like I said, you offer LLC, EIN, website. How people build a website. Now, there's a lot of people doing these things that TNS is offering. Once again, it's going to always come back. Well, why am I going to go with TNS? Why should I sit down with them? I'm just speaking as a consumer. Okay. That's what they want to know.
There's a lot of people selling tires and rims. There's a lot of people selling hoods and car seats and seat belts. But you don't go to those places to buy a car. You go to a car dealership because you want all the parts of the car at one time. What sets us apart than the other people is you can go get a website. You can go get an EIN. You can go get a business plan. You can go get a marketing plan. But can you get all those things in one place? No. That's what makes it so good. Come here and you can get it all done at one time.
And I can get my kids to watch too and all that too.
Your kids?
Yeah.
Mecca Learning Center on the way. We built on Germantown, 4229 Germantown. Look out for a daycare that we're building with 75 to 80 kids. Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of businesses, guys. So I'm glad you said something. So by January 2020, you guys can bring your kids down Mecca Learning Center, and we're gonna have a big daycare. We're gonna be big.
Yes.
So you guys, you just don't. It's just not the businesses that you offer at TNS Licensing Consultant, but you do other things. And I was going to touch on that, so the big thing is, used to be, I don't know how lucrative now, was real estate. Are you guys, you guys are connected with that, or?
Yes. Yeah, well, like he said, the Chinese people, Chinese store owners, they used to bring the money in, and they used to, not share the money, or nothing's coming out, as you said. But recently, we just bought one of the Chinese stores. Was it 800 square feet? Chinese store.
6,000 square feet.
Yeah, we just renovated it. We're going to put one of our businesses in there. Also, we are, adding apartment units in there. But that's just one of the properties that we've purchased. We are definitely into real estate and buying a bunch of properties as well.
Why do you think? And this question is definitely to both of you guys. Why do you think that the Chinese they've came in, they've set up 1,000 Chinese stores. They haven't given back to the community, but it doesn't stop us from going in there to get 3 wings and fried rice. So it doesn't stop us from going in and get noodles. It doesn't stop going to get iced tea. Why do you think that is?
Well, for me, why I think it is because like we say, people are afraid to bet on themselves. Why can't we have a store selling chicken wings and French fries out of the, why can't we do that? People never bet on themselves. It's time to bet on yourself. It's time to invest in yourself. It's an opportunity here. Opportunity's here for you to be successful. Why not go after it? Why not try?
I would say, first of all, that, we believe in, we're definitely not racist people or anything like that.
No,
and to be totally honest, if I moved to China, then I would set up a African-American store and send all my money back to my cousins in America too. Right? I wouldn't really be putting any money into the community. So let's just keep it real. Like, it's smart.
Okay.
What they're doing is smart. But at the same time, we have to realize what I talked to you about earlier, Kev, about the psychological problems that some of us have. You know what I mean? It's kind of like you're doing business with a brother, and you get one bad brother all of a sudden. Oh, I'm done. I'm not doing no more black people. That's one person. You know what I mean? So I think that we got to be comfortable with success. We have to be okay with walking in the store and not being surprised when one of us is sitting there. We got to be okay with the dentist looking like us. We got to be okay with the doctor looking like us. We got to be okay with the car dealership owner looking like us. We got to be okay with the home care owner looking like us. Once we're okay with the visualization of success, then we won't have these issues when dealing with each other.
Correct.
And that's just my belief.
Mm-hmm.
Well, looking at both of you, you guys are very, very successful. Young Afro-American men. I wanted to say, congratulations and shout out to y'all, what y'all doing. I gotta, I mean, people may not know, but I am the ambassador for TNS Licensing Consultant. I've been talking about it for the past God knows how many weeks. And it's really, really important that we, as a people, really, really start, like as you guys said, it's 2020, man. We gotta start doing stuff on our own. I'm just getting tired. Like, for years, there's no shot to any other health care agency, but for years we've always, you go to, it's the practices. You go to Blue such and such, or go to such and such, and it's like we can do this ourselves. So that's very, very important.
Correct.
And I just think, like, bottom line is, man, it's 2020. It's about time we got to start doing it. And the one thing I will tell you guys, what I do like is you offer a whole bunch of other things, not just home health care. Like,
Right.
I know, like I said, now, I didn't know about home health care until like maybe a year or 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing of it is, I know one day, I have relatives that I'm going to want to take care. I'm not going to want to put them in an old folks home. You know what I mean? I just don't want to do that because you just never know. Like, you hear these cases where they put people in there, they get bed bugs, they don't wash them, this and that. And sometimes, the patients can be a little trying, but at the end of the day, it's kind of like, hey, you would rather have more of a control on watching your loved ones and making sure that they're cared for the correct way, and that you can sit down there, like you're saying, you could be a boss, pay yourself. So I want to commend y'all on that, man.
Sure.
Man, thank you, man.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Appreciate
having us.
that, Kev.
We appreciate it.
Yeah, so listen, once again, we need to give out the email. We need to give out the number.
Absolutely.
If they got, if y'all got strippers coming down, let them know that too, and all that. And I'm playing. I'm kidding. Don't pay me.
Shout out to my wife. Hey, baby.
And where's the office located again?
101 East 8th Avenue, Conshohocken, PA 19428. Phone number is 267-534-5053. The email is tsconsultingteam@gmail.com. And the website, remember, guys, I told you about the website. Go to the website and book a free phone consultation at tslicensingconsulting.com. That's tslicensingconsulting.com.
And
also,
go right now. I'm
yes.
sorry. Go
And
ahead.
also follow us on Instagram at TS Consulting Team.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah. Well, look, gentlemen, I thank you. You guys want to come back up?
Yeah, whenever.
When you get time, because I know you guys are real busy.
Yeah,
And I can come down to the office, right?
Absolutely.
For sure. You always welcome.
Okay. You know what it is, man. It's your man Cosmic Care Come Up Show. It's 9-9.